What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show, coming to you live from StreamYard through YouTube right now. If you're live on my YouTube, shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on Facebook right now who decided to tune in and join me today. Today's podcast, actually, let me just say this. First of all, I missed y'all because I wasn't able to get on Facebook just because of those Capitol pictures and all that. So for everybody who was missing a podcast, especially through Facebook, trust me, I miss you guys. Still got more content coming your way. I still got content coming. I got people that I need to get in contact for interviews. I just wanted to make sure that I got my researches and all that stuff done through Facebook done first, so I could be able to talk to you guys, to be able to interact with you guys on Facebook, because this is normally where my biggest crowd is at. So don't forget, if you're watching this right now, make sure that you drop a comment in this, drop a comment down, let you know that you rock with your boy. You know what I'm saying? Letting you know that you down. And plus, you already know 2021, more content, more everything. You see, everything has changed since last year. So just want to let y'all know I'm rocking right now. So today's topic, we're going to talk about the domestic failure that went on in this Chad, what's this kid named Chad Wheeler. We're going to talk about that right now, because if you haven't heard the story, Chad Wheeler is a offensive tackle for the Seattle Seahawks. And on Saturday, he brutally beat and choked his girlfriend. Brutally beat and choked his girlfriend. Appreciate that, Tabitha. On Saturday. Now, the crazy part of this whole story, and I'm about to bring this up. The crazy part about the story, nobody heard about this particular story until yesterday. No one heard anything about this Chad Wheeler story until yesterday, after he posted a $400,000 bond. So anybody who knows anything about the court system, we already know that's $40,000 through a bondsman, or he posted just the complete $400,000 to bond out. But this is the crazy part about this, is that when this all went down, the crazy part is that no one tapped in like what happened when the Tyreek Hill situation or the Ray Rice situation. Nobody gave that the same energy, right? Nobody gave the same energy. I believe it was Reuben Foster, who was a former linebacker from the San Francisco 49ers, who ended up going to Washington, and I believe he got caught up in a domestic violence situation. The energy that they gave those situations compared to the Chad Wheeler. Now, I don't really like to play, honestly, I don't like to play the race card, but let's be real. When the media found out that Tyreek Hill had an audio, and especially at KCTV5, doctoring that information to make it seem like Tyreek Hill was just this monster. No video of him beating this woman, no pictures or anything of this information being out, even when he was at Oklahoma and how he got kicked out. None of that information came out. Nobody had any of that. But when the audio came out, and I was a victim of that, and you could go back to my 2018 videos. If you're just now rocking with me, you don't know, you can go back to my 2018 podcast on iHeartRadio, Speaker Radio, or wherever you get your podcast at, and actually listen to the first Tyreek Hill podcast that I did, and the second one when I had to apologize because how KCTV5 doctored all that information up. And this is just how the media does. And I don't care what nobody say. This is how the media does when it's a black athlete, off tops, period. Because let me say this. There was a kicker who was literally torturing his wife in the I want to say it was from the New York Giants. And the New York Giants organization knew what was going on, yet failed to put that information out to the media. The media failed to even take the story. This dude was literally holding his wife hostage. Literally holding his wife hostage. Yet the media failed to pick up the story. But when Kareem Hunt, got into it with the drunk woman in the hotel, and yes, he was wrong for kicking her. He was also wrong for lying about what he did, because he just could have been real. The girl was drunk. She was trying to come in my room. So and yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? And I didn't mean to do what I did, but I did it, and I take ownership with it. So that's Kareem Hunt's fault. But the way the media portrayed Kareem Hunt, not only was that video out, then this was a video with him being in Power and Light District in Kansas City, fighting the Patriot while he was drunk. Made him look worse. You ain't heard nothing about Chad Wheeler. This man beat his wife, choked her to the point where she was unconscious, came in there eating and said, man, I'm surprised you're still alive. And let me tell you about the narrative that they painted, because I'm going to bring up some other points that they paint the narrative that they do not paint with black people, or especially black athletes. So after he made this brutal and heinous attack, she was unconscious in the bed. She locked herself in the bathroom, and he picked the lock to get into the bathroom. Unconscious. Came in there, it's like, man, I'm surprised you're still alive. The narrative was he had a manic attack. He was bipolar, and he had a manic attack. Now, this is just my personal opinion for someone who had a year of psychology classes in college, and someone that's coming from someone who knows someone who's bipolar. Know exactly two people offhand that was very close to me that had bipolar, and one was had a manic attack before. Nowhere when he had his manic attack that he wanted to hurt someone to the point where they was about to die, and then use that excuse. See, this is the thing. They use the excuse. He was manic. He was bipolar, so he was having a manic attack, and that's why he attacked me. Girl, first of all, and this is to the victims of domestic violence, because again, I did another podcast about 3 months ago. Check that podcast about domestic violence, and that it only takes an argument to create domestic violence. This is 15 seconds away. For anybody who's really 15 seconds away from their emotion becoming so overblown, that they go into a domestic violence situation. So domestic violence is not cool. And at that point, you should just remove yourself from the situation completely. I mean, we all been at a point where we've been so angry that we felt like hurting someone. Not that we acted on it, but the thought was there. So I don't care how bipolar you are, how manic depressant, how any of that. You still made a conscious decision, Chad Wheeler, to hurt this young lady, your live-in girlfriend. Now, again, I don't want to get into the black and white or whatever, but the young lady was black. And to see the before and after pictures of this young lady, I refuse. I downloaded her pictures, and I was going to put the picture up of this young lady, and I just refuse to. Because that's another trigger trauma for some young lady who's been through a domestic violence situation and was trying to get out. And I just didn't want to trigger any trauma from someone who has been through a domestic violence situation. But my prayers go out to that beautiful young lady. She did not deserve to get done what she had done. That woman is 5'9", 145. This cat is 6'7", 310 pounds. All because he didn't want, He wanted her to bow to him. What kind of foolishness is this man on? And I love the tweet from Des Bryant, because Des Bryant came out and said, "Hey, I want you to do that to me. You got that? You got the balls to go out and do this to this young lady. Come holler at me, and I'll make sure you get everything that you ask for." See, that's the thing. People like this cat, Chad Wheeler, bullies women like this, telling them to bow down. But I guarantee you, he go in that yard, somebody else gonna be bowed down. I don't care if you 6'7" and none of that. I bet you're gonna be bowed down after the homies get to you. How much you want to bet about that? Because that's what you're looking at. And see, they use that same narrative with people like Dylan Roof, or the kid who went out during the protest in Wisconsin and shot and killed 2 people. Or he's a patriot. He's this. You do not give that same respect to black people, and this is why that we have these platforms like I have right now to push the real truth of what they push in the media as far as the narrative. Because they make black people seem like they're the worst people on the face of the planet when they have 15 seconds of unconscious decisions. But when a white person has 15 minutes of unconscious decisions, let's get it. Since I got banned for the Capitol thing that happened, and for me just posting the picture and showing you the hypocrisy. That's all I want to show you was the hypocrisy of what the media shows when it's black people burning down an Arby's or a Target, and with white people storming the Capitol building, holding folks up hostage, just trying to do their job. It's the same thing with this Chad Wheeler cat. Now, people say, well, he was unknown. He was an unknown offensive tackle, a backup defensive tackle. He was on the practice squad. It doesn't matter. It does not matter if this man was a superstar or not. Yes, it's easier to poke the bear that's sitting around dancing and in the spotlight. It's so much easier to poke that bear. But I want y'all to have that same energy when someone like Chad Wheeler, the dude I ain't never heard of, beats it and does what he does to his girlfriend. And it's a little bit deeper for me because I remember Javon Belcher's situation. I still remember that like it happened yesterday, and cried for that young lady because she didn't deserve to lose her life. And if you know anything about the Javon Belcher situation in Kansas City, you know that literally happened in around was that 2013 season. And in that particular situation, that man turned around and killed his girlfriend. Then turned around in front of Romeo Crennel and Scott Pioli and the Chiefs organization and killed himself. And all of this could have been avoided if someone takes the time to step back, assess the situation. I'm wrong. Let me leave. Men, if you get to that point, it's just easier to leave. Because what if this young lady loses her life? Is the narrative he had a mental breakdown? Do you know how much PTSD black people have growing up in the hood, period? That never gets talked about. Were you waking up to gunshots? Will you see a domestic violence outside of your door? Nobody ever gives black people the benefit of the doubt. Media, why do you continue to give white people the benefit of the doubt when they wrong? That's the only problem that I have, people. Literally, that's the only problem that I have. When folks is wrong, we never want to point that out. We never want to point out when a white person does something. It seems like every excuse under the sun. The Capitol attacks. These guys are patriots. They want to take their country back. They feel that they were slighted. But when we seen George Floyd and countless other black people, Breonna Taylor, get murdered, we never get that same apathy. We never get nobody's just saying, I understand where you coming from. I don't care about that target. Black people need to stop being murdered. I can understand why you're frustrated. We never get that bit. We never get the benefit of the doubt on that. I'm not saying this right, but we never get the same type of treatment that those people who stormed the Capitol building, where all they're trying to do is do their job, broke into it, destroyed property, selling crap on eBay. Come on now, come on. And you seen what happened. We all witnessed it. And people like me, who's just showing you two sides of the same coin, get banned from Facebook because I'm showing you the hypocrisy. So in this Chad Wheeler situation, flaming. That dude deserved to go to jail for attempted murder. And then he gets on, I guess his Twitter account or Instagram account and get his half-ass apology. Never saying, you know what, I was wrong. I should have never put my hands on this girl, no matter what my mental state was. Now, I'm not a psychologist or any of that. Hell, I only did 1 year of college. And that was psychology was the only class I got an A in. So I'm not saying that I'm an expert or any of that. But what I'm saying is that we need to check the media when they're pushing the narrative, because I guarantee, matter of fact, I'm going to show you an example of how the media will pick up a story instantly just because of the person's past, but how they failed this young lady and getting this information now about Chad Wheeler. This just happened recently. Tyreek Hill is on the sidelines, right? He looked like he's going off and turns around and pushes his wide receivers coach, right? He comes back. Now, it looks bad. The optics. They said the optics. The optics looks bad. And I can understand that. But how many newspapers look at Tyreek Hill out of control? Look what Tyreek Hill is doing. Tyreek Hill can't be controlled. Yet you had a person choking almost attemptingly murder a young lady on Saturday, and we're just now finding out about it on Wednesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. Now you tell them so tell me this. Doesn't that sound like the media pushing the narrative? Let's be real. Let's keep it all the way a buck. Let's keep it 100. Doesn't that sound like the media pushing the narrative? And literally, it wasn't until Nate Burleson on the NFL Network towards the end of their broadcast says something about the story. The Seattle, I guess it's the Seattle Tribune or whatever, had literally a footnote about it. But when Tyreek Hill had the audio, Brooke Taylor, her and the editor of the Kansas City Star, basted Tyreek Hill for the audio. And then when she was proved wrong, people, and she was outed about what she did, she took her behind to Pittsburgh, never apologized to that man or anything, and I love the way he checked her. Oh, you the one who wrote? All right. Yeah, next. I ain't got nothing to say to you. Love the way he handled that. And that man is getting ready to play in his second Super Bowl. Got custody of his kid. When his girlfriend, I played the whole entire audio. When Tyreek Hill's girlfriend was trying to extort him, not only trying to take away his career by making it seem like he hurt his son, physically harmed his son, her and her daddy was trying to get that man for his money too. And he caught him up. Couldn't hold the lie. Even in his domestic violence situation, because he was young, they had no evidence, still had no evidence of him beating that girl. So he took a plea deal. And when I did the podcast in 2018 about how young black men would take a plea deal, I've done it just so he can stay his behind out of jail. This literally happens all the time in America, but nobody nearly doesn't give us the benefit of the doubt like our white counterparts. That's the only problem that I have. If it was something different where we was equal, I wouldn't have nothing to say. But we don't. That's why I created this platform. That's why I created a way for us to be able to have a voice, to be able to talk about these particular situations and not be afraid, to be able to speak our mind and to change the narrative. And that's literally all I got to say about that. And I'm gonna get to some of y'all comments because I know y'all been hot and heavy on the comments. You know, my man Jay Young said, I'm tapping in for a minute. Shout out to you and Tabitha Hayes. You know, shout out to Tabitha. You know, we go back. My cuz up in here, you know. I'm just playing some of the putting some of the comments out. I'm gonna start reading some of the comments here. You know, shout out to Crystal Barry Yentos, been rocking with me forever. So Crystal said people become trauma bonded, frightened, and hard just to walk away. And for people who has been through domestic violence, this is literally why I did a podcast about domestic violence, because I feel like it's not talked about enough. That's what I really feel like. I feel like, honestly, domestic violence, especially in our community, in the Black community, is not talked about enough. So it's when we have situations go on, people act like it's something that's supposed to be commonplace. That's not normal. That is, for one, domestic violence, yelling and hollering and screaming at your woman is not normal. I don't care what anybody talk about. They talk about, oh, you know, just toxic relationships. That's not normal to be in a toxic relationship. Let me reiterate, it is not normal to be in a toxic relationship. Let's stop normalifying the foolishness. That's probably not even a word, but I'm just saying it's not normal to be in a toxic relationship. That is not cool. Gerald Houston, what's happening? He said, yo, maybe we should tell the truth in the situation. Yes. So she said she had makeup on, affects the media stage. That's why y'all could be distracted. Maybe I missed what you're saying. They said they love pushing the race narrative. We have march protesting for equality for a plastic body that doesn't exist. I'm trying to understand what you're talking about. So shoot another comment. Try to kind of explain what you're talking about, Gerald. If we ignore it, we get our power back. Tanya said, "Amen." But let us be real. A whole lot of white folks burned down stuff that summer, but we don't talk about that, and that's absolutely true. There was more white people at the protest than black people in a lot of these protests. He said, also, if we could be real here, we aren't showing our children know better, do better. What's good for what's good for the good don't seem to be good for the gander, or what's good for the good, someone's good for the gander. I got you. So let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the comments. Gerald, if you're still here, make sure that you come back for some of your comments. It's a fact of the expectations of what women expected, beaten and putting men should be provided. We need proper communication. Absolutely. Hence the word, Crystal said, hence the word toxic. Yes. So yes, I'm understanding everything you guys are talking about. You know, Gerald, if you could come back in and kind of explain exactly what you were talking about. I'm kind of was confused on that. Thank you, Divine, my brother, my sister that's in the house. You know what I'm saying? Divine and Tanya. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I got a flame dude. Dude need to go to jail for the rest of his life. I don't care what nobody say. It's attempted murder. I don't care what nobody say. And then holler at the homies on the yard. You know what I mean? And then let's see how you like to be bowed down to. Let's see if they'll bow down. That's how I feel. Go holler at the homies on the yard when you hit their yard. You know what I mean? And then let's see what happens after that. They don't care if you 6'7", 310. They don't care nothing about that. It's homies that's on lockdown. That's just as big as you. They hit harder than you. Don't care nothing about your NFL way. And then I wish I could find the shade tree. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the shade tree. Or the shade room. I'm sorry, not the shade tree, the shade room. I should make something new called the shade tree. But then they'd be like, it's too busy like the shade room. But okay, so this is what this dude tweeted. He said, this is Chad Wheeler. He said, it's time for me to walk away from football and get the help that I need to never again pose a threat to another. I can't express the sorrow or remorse enough. I am truly ashamed. I apologize profusely for the turmoil that I have caused to my family, teammates, fans, and those closest to me. The most important thing right now is that Aaliyah gets the care she needs and I get help. Both are happening. Events happened over the weekend that transpired from a manic episode. I am deeply sorry for the pain and suffering I have caused Aaliyah and her family. No, I don't accept your apology, dude. I don't accept your. First of all, you should have said, I'm wrong. Aaliyah, I'm sorry. And then ended it at that. I take me to jail because I don't care. The manic episode or nothing like that. I don't care. I don't care. Because again, we don't get the when Kareem Hunt was in that situation. Kareem Hunt was already been drinking that night, but never said alcohol played a part into that. Nobody said alcohol played a part to that girl being drunk in his face. My heart goes out to Aaliyah. Aaliyah never, ever needs to be around a situation like that ever again. And that dude needs to go to jail for what he did. Manic attack or not, he was like, well, he didn't have his pills. How long did he go without his pills? So he knew the problem that was going to happen if he didn't take his medication. So he posed a danger to himself and his environment. So he was wrong because he didn't take care of himself. And it led to that young woman getting hurt. No excuse. Point blank, period. The same energy that I had when I found that little snippet of what KCTV5 had, I got that same energy about this dude. But the thing is, when I heard the whole entire audio for, I believe, 610 or one of the radio stations locally in Kansas City gave us the information, then I had to apologize because then I have the proper context, the whole entire context. But that young woman said, he came in there and said, wow, you're still alive. Wow. You're still alive. While eating. No regard for this woman's life. But I don't believe he took his medication then and then decided to pin that because he pinned that information. And like Devon said, we're all accountable for our decisions. Accountability. And we have to be accountable for our decisions and the things we do. Y'all need to be accountable for y'all decisions. And that's it. That's really all I got to say about this. Dude was a piece of monkey crap. Like my man The Rock used to say, the man's a piece of monkey crap. And he needs to go to jail. He posted bond. Man's need to be found guilty. Aaron Hernandez didn't get the benefit of the doubt. And he was suffering from CTE. That man shouldn't get the benefit of the doubt. Point blank, period. Now let's go to the second half of my show because I posted a tweet from a young lady who said men need to love women. A man needs to love a woman more than she loves him. So the question is, does a man have to show more love to a woman or should it be equal? Now, I feel like when I posted this and it went up on my page, a lot of people was chiming in. I posted on my Snapchat too, so make sure you guys are following me on my Snapchat too, the Dre Mac Show, or I believe it's under Dre Mac 99, but I think it's under the Dre Mac Show. But make sure you guys are following me on Snap. And before I get into this, I got a special announcement that I want to make. I wanted to make it live on my show. I am holding okay, so I'm holding a promotion. I'm looking to get 100 more viewers, 100 more people subscribing on my YouTube channel. So make sure you guys are liking and sharing this. This goes to my YouTube channel. This also goes to my Facebook page. But I want you guys to understand, I'm looking for, I'm at 50 subscribers right now. I'm looking to build my base. So I'm going to give away a $25 gift card to a random to a random subscriber. All you have to do to get to be in the entry for the $25 gift card is to go to my YouTube page, which is Dre Mac Show. Go and subscribe to my YouTube page, Dre Mac Show. Go and subscribe to my YouTube page, The Dre Mac Show. Also, you have to subscribe to my Facebook page, The Dre Mac Show, not my actual page, my personal page. Go to the Dre Mac Show page and go and subscribe to the page. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a drawing after I get to 100 subscribers on my YouTube page. And every time we go up 100 subscribers, I'm going to give away a $25 gift card. So make sure that you go to the Dre Mac Show on my YouTube page, subscribe to my YouTube page. Of course, I not only have the Dre Mac Show, and when I'm posting my podcast, I'm also going to be, I'm also doing WandaVision reviews, and I'm trying to do a lot more reviews on different stuff, but it's with my work schedule, with me working 11 hours, it's kind of really hard, but I'm trying to do as much as I can for the people who rock with me. So $25 gift card to those. Once I hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, I'm going to do a drawing and be able to announce who the winner is on my YouTube page during the Dre Mac Show. So I make sure to give me your contact details by email. Make sure that you inbox me your contact details so I could be able to send you your $25 gift card once I go ahead and do the drawing. But you do have to subscribe to the YouTube page. Make sure if you rock with me and you want to be able to get to this, get the $25 gift card, make sure you guys do that. And every time I go up, the money goes up. So once I get to 100 subscribers, $25 gift card. Once I get to 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube page, 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a $100 gift card. So make sure you guys are rocking with me. I want you guys to be able to interact with me. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube page. Make sure you subscribe to the Dre Mac Show on your iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, wherever you will get your podcast at. The audio version will go up later on today. So make sure you guys are rocking with me. I'm trying to give away money, and I want you guys to be able to get some money. But as I digress, let's go back to the equal love. So some women feel that a man has to love her more than the more that she loves him. Does a man have to show more love to a woman, or should it be equal? And my man Jericho Young said, absolutely not. I'm about to post this. Absolutely not. Plus, there's no such thing as equal. That's an illusion. So this is my personal thoughts on this. A man should love a woman more than a woman should. I feel like this. If you find someone that's your equal, why don't y'all just love each other naturally? Why do you have to have this? This is just my personal opinion. Why do you have to have a barrier around how much love and how much this and how much that you have to give? Because if you love someone, really, the love will come. And it really just depends on how you're able to show your love. Like, okay, me and my brother talk about this a lot when we're talking about relationships and stuff like that. You can love somebody to death. And shout out to my brother Rico Boy, but do you like this person? That's the thing. When everything, the illusion, like, and I'm about to use Jericho's analogy of illusion. When the illusion of sex goes away, when the illusion of I got to cook for my man, I got to clean, I got to go to work, I got to provide, when all of the illusion goes away, can you look at this person and just like this person? First, just like, man, I really like you. I like you. Like, dude, I can hang with you. I can kick it with you. I can, you know, do all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But once the illusion of sex goes away, and to use my brother's quote, for the next 24 and 23 other hours, can I be in your presence and still like you? You see what I mean? Like, can I still like you? That's a real big misconception about relationships. And I love the conversation me and my brother always talk about, is that when you in the midst of a relationship, like, you have to really have someone who likes you. They can love everything about you. Oh, I love your face. I love your body. I love this. I love that. But do they like you? That nerdy person like me and my brother, and you see in the background, you know what I'm saying? We collecting toys and comics. Would you be able to like that? Because everybody now, you know, won't be able to rock with that. Or do you love me when I'm being an introvert and I don't want to be bothered with sometimes? I just kind of want my alone time. Would you be able to like that? Would you like me at my worst? When I'm going through depression and I have things that I have to work on, would you still like me? That's key. That's why my brother is so profound, because he saw it from the outside. To me, it's like he's going in the third person and looking at himself and looking at an individual that he's with and saying, can this person really like me? And that's key. Because all of us have things that we like, and that because we're just trying to be ourselves. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is the one thing that I sometimes I get jealous, you know, about the gay community, because the LGBT community, you could just be who you are and they like you. I guess, I don't know. I'm not a part of that community, but from talking to people in that community, they seem to just, hey, I'm just being myself. So like me for where I'm at, for me just liking myself. You know what I mean? You know how profound it is to have someone like you, just like you. Think about it. Just think about it. Some of your people that you've rocked with since you were a kid likes you, just you. The bumps on your face, the bad skin, your love handles, the way you snort when you laugh, the way your eye gets cocked sometimes when you're trying to talk and your eye go this way. They like you. So why do we get in a relationship and we make it about everything else besides liking you? And I want you to think about that. I want you to think about this for just a second, y'all. Because if you have someone that likes you, everything about you, that's someone that will go to war with you, that will fight for you every single day, that will laugh with you. You like video games? Here they come with the video games with you because they like you. They're not trying to change you. They're not trying to make you somebody that you're not. They're not trying to put pressure on you to lose weight or to gain weight or to be this or have a big butt or have a big breast or any of that, because they like you, just who you are. And then the love comes because they like you so much. You're forever in their heart. And they would never be able to leave you, ever. because they like you for who you are. Even in disagreement, even when you're not seeing eye to eye, because they like you so much. And they took you for who you were. They said, I can deal with this forever. That's love. So why do I have to love you more? No, I just need to like you first. My brother, I'm telling you, my brother's profound. Now, I loved when he said that, because we were having this conversation. And shout out to my sister-in-law Carissa too, because he found someone that liked him, and he liked her, and then everything else came after that. That's love. Don't need no more, no less. Just need someone to like you. And that's all I gotta say about that. My brother chimed in. He said, when you go into a relationship comparing levels of love, then you are already in a competition on opposite sides. Someone always has to lose in that situation. Each relationship has its own DNA. We all love differently because we're all people. We're all different. Yes. So I'm in love because I'm in love, not because I'm following an instruction book. I like this. Love is basically of alike. If we fight, we can come back together because we like each other. Right on. Goes back to proper communication. We don't understand what love looks like to the other, to the other and ourselves. How can we provide appropriately? Yes. I'm loving this. Loving the conversation. Loving the conversation. People show love in different ways. It's a matter of understanding people's love language and how they show their love. Absolutely. I love this. And make sure you guys are continuing the conversation after that. After this, make sure you kind of think about this. You think about these particular situations when you're dating someone, or you're looking to be with someone. Look, and before you really kind of like get with them, see if you like them. Sounds simple enough to me. And anyway, I'm about to get up out of here. Make sure you guys I'm gonna say this again, and I'm gonna post it on my page. $25 gift card giveaway once I hit 100 subscribers on my YouTube page. So make sure you guys are going to YouTube, go to the Dre Mac Show. Make sure you're liking and subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you never miss out on one of my videos. Make sure you guys are interacted on there. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I will be giving away a $25 gift card. I love y'all to death. Y'all have no idea how I feel about, and I'm gonna just say this. It's just the honest to God's truth. Everybody that rocks with me, I love y'all to death. Who stops in, listening to my podcast, who's been rocking with me. I think I'm up to, I think I'm about to hit 200 episodes. I'm about to hit 200 episodes of the Dre Mac Show. Started on August of 2017. Shout out to Roger Suggs, who gave me the blueprint, and I just took the ball and ran with it. Shout out to Roger Suggs for that. Much blessings to that brother. Has helped me out so much. And to everybody else that wanted to do a podcast, who I've talked to and everything, you know what I'm saying? I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to see everybody shine. You know what I'm saying? So continue to rock with me. Make sure that you, again, go to the Dre Mac Show YouTube page. Make sure you guys are subscribing so you can get to the contest for the $25 gift card giveaway. Shout out to everybody that's doing a podcast, Urban Absurdity. Shout out to Show Shelf from the chat, Ebony the Doctor from the operating room. Shout out to Roger Suggs, what he's doing. Shout out to everybody who's doing a podcast. Again, I love y'all. Again, peace and shalom to everyone. I am out.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? This is your man Dre Mac with another episode of the Dre Mac Podcast Show.